Well, the YMCA-YWCA is more than just a gym. To talk about the Y Strong Kids campaign, joining us right now, we say hello to Coleen Lawrence, Facility Coordinator at the Bank Street location, 99 Bank, and Richard Martin, Chairperson with Y Strong Kids campaign. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Richard, I know you've got a story to tell. We'll get to your story coming up in moments. Very good story. But yeah, it's more than just a gym. Coleen, can you tell us about the YMCA-YWCA? How long has it been in our community? A pretty long time.
Sure. Well, we just celebrated our 150th anniversary in 2017.
Wow.
So isn't that
good
amazing?
Timing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what we want to share today is that the Y is very much more than just a fitness facility. So when I started working there 11 years ago, I had no idea as to the scope of the community outreach programs that the Y delivers. Mm-hmm. For instance, we have after-school care programs where maybe that's the only meal that that child will have for the day. And believe it or not, in this day and age where abundance seems to be everywhere, we still have that lacking, right?
Terrible.
So yeah.
How many locations are there in Ottawa?
We've got five
in
in the National Capital Region, and all of us are involved in our Y Strong Kids campaign. Okay. So this is, we wanted to share a little on that today. Okay.
Well, let's share it. Richard, you're the chairperson, so do you want to tell us a bit about the Y Strong Kids campaign?
I remember the Y Strong Kids campaign, as Coleen was mentioned, the Y is involved with a lot of outreach, a lot of really amazing outreach. They do some amazing work in the community, but that requires funding. And what I found out a long time ago was that no kid will come to the Y and be turned away. Because of the financial situation, they'll always be brought into the Y with open arms and get involved with all sorts of really exciting programs that will develop leadership skills, but that requires funding. So the Y Strong Kids campaign helps support these really important programs.
Okay. So what exactly does the campaign do?
The campaign has a whole bunch of different events, and Coleen mentioned a few of them. And this is where people can go online, they can donate directly, or they can come to one of the events that we have, and we raise money this way. And it supports, again, the Y Strong Kids campaign. And it's a very important program. We do it every spring. Is it April that we do it?
It's
April,
spring.
right?
It's from February through about the second week of April, and we're holding events such as a pancake breakfast, a live music venue, one that I'll have to get you a spaghetti dinner, one of my favorites.
There's a spaghetti dinner?
There's just, yeah. Okay. Are you thinking about that one?
Special recipe there. Yeah. Apparently it's a world famous recipe as well. Okay. Really a guaranteed success story.
But you see, I'm learning a lot about this too, because you think about the YMCA-YWCA and you think about it just being a gym, but look, you're having spaghetti dinners and all kinds of stuff.
We're doing all kinds of things. I did want to mention our Y Cycle, which is a great family event. It's at the Taggart YMCA, Sunday, April the 8th, between 9:30 and 11:30, and it's a huge gym full of people getting some exercise. You can go on down, families can go, and at the same time, you're raising money for a good cause. So.
Meeting a lot of people.
Absolutely. Getting out in the community and getting exercise.
All for a good cause.
Right, all for a great cause.
Richard, okay, so obviously the Y Strong Kids campaign and the YMCA-YWCA is important to you. You've got a story you'd like to share.
I remember when I was a little boy growing up in Newfoundland, I was a real introvert, and my parents said, okay, he needs to make friends, he needs to start interacting with the community. So I went to the Y campus, a little place just north of St. John's, Robbins Pond, I can remember it really well. And I met some very inspirational people there, and they took this little quiet, shy kid, taught him canoeing, taught me outdoor skills, taught me canoeing, swimming, all these really cool outdoor activities. And it really resonated with me, and I realized that really prepared me for life later on. You make all these friends, you develop interpersonal skills, leadership skills, and so I realized that, boy, the Y has really done a big thing for me, and I'm sure a lot of people out there have Y camp stories they can all resonate with, and it resonated with me, and so it was a real honor to be asked to be the chairperson this year, to say, well, look, do you want to lead the effort this year, be part of an amazing effort? And I believe in so much of what the Y is doing. They do some amazing work. Sometimes it's very quiet, but boy, they do incredible work. So I think the least I can do is give back in that capacity.
Okay, and that's a great story, and thank you for sharing that. So then, Richard, how long have you been a part of this organization? Ever since those days?
Well, I'll be dating myself with this one, but I've been a volunteer for 30 years now.
30 years.
And even before that, I was that little kid I was just describing early on at the camp. And as I realized that the Y was having such a big impression on my life, I thought it's time for me to give back. And it becomes contagious. You start you want to become more and more involved. You want to start giving back. You want to give more and more back. It's a contagious thing. And I really found that the more I give back, I meet incredible people, and you really get this warm feeling at the end of the day, thinking, oh, this is good, this is good.
And you're helping out so many people as well.
You really are. It's our community. It's not yours and mine. It's all of our community, and it's how can we make the community a better place for all of us?
The Y Strong Kids campaign. So Coleen, one more time, if I was to go to one of these events, if I was to donate online, say $20, where would that $20 go? A good example. What would be a good example of where the money goes?
We talked about that after-school care program. It might go to Feed a Child. Our goal for Strong Kids campaign is to send as many children to camp who would not normally be able to afford that experience. So it could go there.
Yeah.
Richard shared how valuable that camp experience can be. So yeah, just you can go hit the donate button at YMCA-YWCA.ca, or you can join in at one of our events as well.
I just wanted to reiterate the importance of exactly where cash would go and why it's so important for people to donate to this. We have about 30 seconds left. Were you guys going to demonstrate a plank for us as well?
Well, we wanted to sign off with great strength for
strong kids. So this is
so demonstrating strength for strong kids.
Demonstration
right?
for us, but 30 seconds.
This is our strength for strength, right, Richard?
Okay,
here we go.
sure.
Coming down,
strength for
buddy.
strength.
I'd love to do it, but I got to watch the counts and.
Yeah, no, of course. So here is. Yeah, this is what we do. Now we normally do this for about 3 days, 4 days, something like that, right?
We're demonstrating our strength for strong kids. Yeah.
Please continue doing that. Make a donation to the YMCA-YWCA. Thank you very much, Coleen and Richard.
Thanks, guys.
More daytime coming up in moments on Rogers TV.